What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading. Sorry, for Aries. Okay, Aries, you guys are last but not least on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. As I just, picked up your card after it fell out my placeholder. All right, so hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so I did want to get you guys in on February's energy, but it was kind of a little bit. I got a little bit tired after doing Sagittarius and Pisces, so you and Aquarius are getting done today. And then we'll be rolling into March energy. Kind of just wanted everybody to be in that, so you guys might overlap or feel a little bit rushed as well. As I mentioned on Aquarius's reading is also okay. So let's get into your reading. Okay, just letting y'all know that monthly manifestations will be coming and following soon. So hopefully you'll have a chance to tap into that energy too. And thankfully your preliminary readings are, later in the month. So hopefully it kind of feels like you got two readings in 1 month. Okay. So here we have the Emperor and the High Priestess. Okay, that's a first to split to start your reading off. Um, Obviously, between you and maybe your person, okay, is an energy that I'm feeling. You using your intuition, your person kind of making the final say so, if you will, in the household kind of vibe. Okay. Let's see how that plays out in your reading. However, if this pre-read is enough for you, so be it. Okay. Let's split again, where we have the High Priestess and we have the Chariot. Okay. So moving forward towards something possibly that's Cancer energy. Maybe you are using your intuition towards a particular person that is maybe a boss of some sort, has very high masculine energy, probably. Maybe it's for investment, maybe it's a relationship, but maybe you're wanting to move forward or move past something in regards to this person. But we'll see. As High Priestess is still here, and Two of Swords, so indecisive. Okay, is how you are feeling. Something is maybe blocking your intuition in a way when it comes to a particular person or making a decision on something. So it's like you want to move towards something, but you're still kind of indecisive about it. Okay, so let's see what happens when we dive into your reading a bit. So we've shuffled the deck by 3. Let's see what we have for your energy. So starting from one from the top, which is your present energy, one from the bottom, which is the past energy for you, Aries, and then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm gonna go with this one here, which is for your future energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is for this energy for you, Aries. Okay, so let's start here with your present, and it's Two of Pentacles. Now, we just ended the split with Two of Swords. So like I said, you go from indecisive for juggling back and forth. Okay, which in my opinion leads to you possibly holding back on saying a few things because you're waiting for things to play out. Okay, 2 and 2 equaling 4. Okay, so protecting your energy at all cost in the sense of waiting until something pans out before you really move forward with something. Okay, Aries, right now it's really just juggling between or trying to outweigh some things. Okay, now let's see what's in the past energy for you, Aries. And lo and behold, it's the Emperor. Okay, showing up again. We shuffled, and now here we are popping up in the past. Okay, so obviously, for some of you, and it's a little bit split, these readings are supposed to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Aries. Okay, now with that being said, in the past, either some of you passed up on something with someone, and maybe you're juggling about, kind of going back and seeing if something can still happen, whether it be relationship or business. Okay, possibly business. I'm leaning more towards that than I am relationship. Okay, so you might have passed on something, Aries, that you're up in the air about of whether or not if you should have or should not have. Okay, indecisive. There could have been something pertaining to what this person was requesting from you that may have been outside of your wheelhouse, but maybe you could have gave it a shot. Right about now, maybe you're up in the air about either attempting to do it or seeing if this opportunity is still available in some way. Okay, like if you shot yourself in the foot in the past. Okay, is what I'm feeling more so for you guys. All right, future energy is the Fool card. Okay, in the sense of taking a leap of faith on something in the future. Maybe you get a reprieve in regards to that opportunity again, and this time you're going to be prepared for it when it pops back up again. Okay, as far as again kind of revisiting this Emperor, it could also be relationship as well. Okay, like I said, I don't feel that, but it could, in the sense of timing. Okay, that's all I'm going to say with that. All right, let's see what the overall outcome is of this energy for you, Aries. And it's the Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords. I feel as though, Aries, with this energy here, is with this Ace of Swords coming up, is going to lead you to an opportunity of being super honest, in regards to if someone asks you, what happened, kind of vibe, in the sense of on the past. And you can be totally honest if you were just a little bit unprepared, kind of taken aback, and thus again for this Two of Pentacles energy, kind of juggling stuff. Okay, maybe juggling a very busy career and not really having time to really focus on love, or a person may have came in at the wrong time wanting to make a request from you, but you just had a very booked schedule. Okay, and so again, willing to take a leap of faith if this person decides to really, as far as business wise, come back to you. You will be able to take a leap of faith on that, and go ahead and do it. Okay, now let's see what the clarifiers hold for Aries. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shuffle, splitting the deck here for you guys, and the Fool comes out yet again with the Nine of Wands. Okay, obviously blocking new opportunities or blocking your own self from taking a leap of faith. Okay, it just feels like it's mostly scarcity of maybe possibly failing in something, before you even try it. Okay, you shouldn't do that to yourself, Aries. You should at least try it, do some research, so that way you can at least get the best results possible. Nine of Wands again with the Queen of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Love seeing the Queen of Pentacles, but not with this Nine of Wands energy. Okay. Don't block your coins. Okay. That is what you are doing, Aries, by, rejecting based off of insecurities or something that's, transpired in the past. It's also a possible energy of maybe skipping out on someone asking you something based off of familiarity, in the sense of, someone that you may know asking you for something, but you two, aren't, or the last time were not on good terms. And so now they're asking you, for some kind of services. Okay. Um, Business is business. Okay. Me personally, if someone comes to me and they want something as far as like my Etsy shop or something like that, I'm treating them as a regular sale. I'm not going to treat them any differently. If I got it, they got it. Okay. It's business as usual. Okay. In my personal opinion, you can't let personal feelings get in the way of getting them coins. Okay. Just saying. All right. You're running a business. You have to anticipate that may happen, but you really shouldn't, because you're about your business, not about personal relations. Okay. Now, you have the Queen of Materials and then the Hermit. Okay. Virgo energy. All right. With this Hermit card. Going in isolation for a minute. Maybe you were deciding to go on vacation. That's, all it was. And you weren't able to do whatever someone asked of you. Okay, so you did miss out on some money, but it was because you needed rest. And so, which I've been, getting on you and Pisces about that. So I'm glad you at least did that. But as soon as, you get off a vacation, you go ahead and you hit the ground running. Okay, is my, suggestion. Okay. Now, sometimes, like, even for me, I was on spiritual vacation, which I pretty much, forewarn you guys that it will be like that every year. During Thanksgiving, I go ahead and I take off, and then I choose to come back in February. But I do at least do a few things just to keep the crown chakra open, and not get too dormant and relaxed. And as Spirit tells me to do it, I do it, because messages are needed in some way or fashion. Okay. So I can't really, get on y'all too much about rest, although even during regular preliminary readings, I take as much time as I need to kind of recharge, so that way I can provide you guys with, positive content, and also dealing with my shop stuff. So, nonetheless, there's always something to do, but you just have to prioritize as much as you can. But also making sure you prioritize your rest in order for you to be able to handle business as usual. All right. So, one from the top is for the Two of Pentacles. One from the bottom is for the Emperor. And then one energetically from the middle. And I think we're going for this one here, which is going for the Fool card, future energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to clarify this Ace of Swords. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Aries, with this Two of Pentacles in your present energy. And it's the Death card. Okay, now I will say that in Aquarius, their Death card was in the main row. At the end in their future, and now you have Death card in your clarifier, in your present energy. Okay, it's time to stop patronizing about something, Aries. Okay, the Death card here, you have kind of a moth coming out of this twofold. Okay, twofold. It's coming out of If I pull this up, this is the person's mind underneath. Their eyes are closed and their crown is opening with this moth coming out. This moth coming out is then another face and it's over the mouth. It reminds me of Silence of the Lambs, one of my favorite all-time, movies, um, thrillers, dramas. One of my favorites, the first one, of course. Um, for some reason, I don't know why that came up, but every time when I see this, I automatically think of Silence of the Lambs. But nonetheless, I feel as though procrastinating and holding in your own thoughts and constantly, back and forth and just making a decision, okay? Um, Again, if you're kind of getting in this pattern of giving excuses, Aries, it's got to stop, okay? It's got to stop. If you don't want to do something, just say you didn't want to do it, okay? Because some people feel like that sometimes. If constantly asking you, and it turns into a, oh, I wish I would have known, I was actually kind of busy, and then 2 weeks later they ask you about the same thing, and then it's the same excuse or a different excuse. After a while, me personally, I'm gonna stop asking you, because there's only but so many times I'm gonna ask and constantly keep getting an excuse of why you can't. I'm gonna automatically assume that you don't want to, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but if it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, then 9 times out of 10 it's a duck. Okay, so it's time to end that, Pisces. I mean, not Pisces, Aries. So it could be some Pisces energy around you. Um, Death card is resemblant of Scorpio energy. So, water sign energy obviously is somewhere around you, Aries, okay? Either in your birth chart or someone that you're dealing with. But it's an honorable mention. Let's get into this past energy where you have the Emperor with the Muse of Emotions, okay? Muse of Emotions, which is pretty much kind of your subconscious state of and feelings. Again, someone probably posed something to you, or you wanted them to pose something to you. Maybe you had your eye on someone, Aries, um, and was more so fantasizing, either romantical or again business wise. Felt like there was some lines being drawn, okay, in the sense of boundaries. Wondering, again, it's a very hard decision. Excuse me. It's a very hard decision in the sense of whether or not to cross the line. When you're in business and it's someone that it might be romantical in a way, then you do have to kind of make a hard decision of whether or not if you're going to interact with this person or connect with this person. Now, something that someone told me once, is that they do not do business with anyone that they're attracted to. And I felt that was a very mature thing to say. Okay. And it stuck with me because I find that to be very admirable. At least, now I don't know whether or not if the person was in a relationship or not. I was actually, it was banking business that was going on at the time. And so I didn't really, you know, engage in that conversation to ask why, but he was a photographer and we were just talking about our hobbies and what we do, and he had mentioned that. And so maybe that might be some advice that could be helpful to you if you find yourself in a situation where you're handling business with someone that you're attracted to. It makes it hard for you to actually do business with someone if you're spending more time fantasizing about them. Okay, so you made the right decision. If you're still going back and forth in your head of whether or not if you made the right decision or not, you did make the right decision if you were attracted to the person, and you would have possibly, ruined a good business deal. So you have to figure out how to draw the line somewhere when it comes to business. Okay, now let's get into this future energy with this Fool card and the Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so Fool energy here in the Ace of Wands is pretty much a sense of an offer of to yourself, if you will, of setting a new foundation to a new passion. Okay, maybe an extension of a passion that you already have, Aries. But this woman is here kind of with a succulent in her head and then a cactus behind her. And then her third eye is emanating all these beautiful colors of green, red, orange, and yellow. And I'm trying to figure out like what the small orbs are. They could be some form of like dandelion or other cacti, if you will, but still get some form of kind of Aztec kind of vibe with this pyramid that's kind of like up underneath her. But I do feel like it's an extension of a business that you currently have or an idea that you have, of awareness in the sense of maybe what I was just saying, of drawing some kind of boundaries for yourself, new laws that are really just for you in the sense of networking with other people when it comes to business. Okay, which veers us off a little bit from love. Okay, now you could possibly find love in networking, but again, find that gray area. Maybe you're in a different industry than the person that you're talking to, networking with other elitists or being a socialite in the sense of maybe like a business conference, something of that nature. And so kind of set your own ground rules, Aries. Okay, now we have the Muse of Materials, which is the Muse of Pentacles, underneath the Ace of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands showing up yet again underneath that. Okay, so you got a lot of arcanas going on here. Okay, of new opportunities, new passions, new conversations, and honesty coming out for yourself, just being very truthful in regards to your coins. Okay, that's what it seems like to me when it comes to the Ace of the Muse of Materials coming out, is just being mindful and truthful in your connections and networking with other people. Okay, so with that being said, also just this energy of again just expanding yourself to other people, new connections, and it may be through familiar people, and so extend yourself, because those who are used to your services obviously believe you are good enough to be shared and referred to other people. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the Heart Oracle so we can see what is to come, or the final decision for you guys, Aries. Now, this may be different than what we just discussed in your reading, so that means you are either not a Aries sun, moon, or rising, or you have Aries in your birth chart somewhere. Okay, last shuffle here. Spirit is saying one more before we cut the deck. Okay. And we'll refer to the bottom of the deck to see what message we have for you, Aries. And you have the same card as Aquarius, okay? Giving, okay? Giving and receiving, number 6, okay? Chakras being emanated here. throat chakra, heart chakra, crown chakra, and solar plexus. Okay. Um, in regards to giving to others and receiving from others. Okay. I'll go into the book and read it again just so that way you guys don't have to go and look at their reading. 87 here, which is balance and reward, share and ask. Okay. This card appears relationships take on a loving, balanced energy. You've worked hard to understand yourself and others, and now it's paying off. You're being rewarded with joy and fulfillment. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from what you've learned around matters of the heart? Take some time to share your insights. Be careful though, don't try to solve people's problems, just be a mentor. Also, look for other ways that you can be of assistance to those around you, but be sure to give only what you can and no more. In the spirit of balance, be open to receiving support and inspiration from other people. The universe is waiting to help you. You're blessed at this time and will receive additional favors if you ask for what you still need. Trust that you will receive it, okay? And so you have to take the time to do that, and ask others for assistance as needed, or ask the universe at least. I'm going to go ahead and read the next one underneath, okay, for you guys, just because of the fact that you received the same card as Aquarius, okay? Give me just a moment here. Master number 15 is underneath, okay? Page 59. 15 equaling out to 6. Something needs to change when it comes to your thought process, Aries, of yourself. Okay, that's this death card again, kind of resurging, if you will. Okay, so you guys get a little bit of an extension here. All right, you have this man standing here who has a heart locked up. It's emanating green. Definitely should reevaluate some things. Maybe mastery and whatever it is you do, kind of honing in on it again in a way, in the sense of changing something that you do. Maybe changing an ingredient or a supply of some sort to give you better quality. I did mention that in one of your monthly manifestations, okay? So it says fear, identify, release, negativity, freedom, and love. Fear and doubt often prevent a relationship from flowering or from manifesting. In matters of the heart, they can restrict and confine. They prevent you from opening to the joy and love that's waiting for you. A fearful heart closes in upon itself and sees only negativity and doubt. Your fear can even make you question your own value, causing you to wonder whether you're worthy of being loved or if you'll ever find love. These thoughts, if not controlled, will manifest more of the same, continuing in a never ending destructive cycle. It's time to take action. To master your fears, you must first identify them. What fears about love have you allowed yourself to believe? Are you concerned about being unlovable? Are you uneasy about giving up your freedom in order to be in a relationship? Do you find it too difficult to speak up about your needs and ask that they be met? Sit quietly and uncover what may be holding you back. By the very act of facing your fears, you will recognize them for the deceptions that they are and you will discover the power to master and eliminate them. The absence of fear is unconditional love. Please take some time to look at your fears and doubts so you can release them. This will free you to manifest joyful and loving relationships. Know that you can have the relationships you desire. Act now to release your fears and open your heart. The affirmation here is I now release my fears and open fully to a loving relationship with myself and others. I now release my fears and open fully to a loving relationship with myself and others. This archetype is the devil energy, so Capricorn energy here. Okay. You do have open up underneath that. So obviously, again, kind of constricting yourself, dealing with insecurities of some sort, Aries, in whatever it is you are dealing with right now. It is time to get past that as much as you possibly can in order for you to find that, that innate love again for some of you. But for the most part, I feel mostly business. Okay. So it's time to not be fearful of failing in doing something, because how can you fail? You fail only by not doing. Okay, and so it's time for you to not confine yourself or hold yourself back from becoming that master that you are meant to be. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get your message of support to wrap up your reading, Aries. Hopefully, these messages help you up until I get your other readings out for you. You do have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Okay, new energy alert. Okay, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. This is the first time I'm seeing this card come out. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate your patronage. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe so you can be notified the next time I do a reading for your sign. It says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Okay? Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Okay? I will definitely say with this color scheme coming up as solar plexus and sacral chakra, those are the ones that you should work on the most. I would definitely suggest possibly the Awakening by the Beach bath salt that you can find on my Etsy shop, along with Believe is one of the meditation oils that I have. Also, Remembrance, in the sense of remembering in positive energy and helping you with your intuition, and enhancing the ability for you to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. I Am Strong is also one that would help as far as the solar plexus and grounding you in the affirmation of being strong and having imminent joy as you are creating and moving through this lifetime. So you can definitely check those out. The link should be right up underneath the title of the video of your reading. But surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. So it's time for you to have a little bit more confidence. Do not be afraid of trying something new, meeting new people, because it's obvious that it is meant for you to do, for this Fool card to be here, and along with this Ace of Inspirations. It is time to set your spot in a new location. Okay, so with that being said, I hope this is helpful to you, Aries. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.